Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a fascinating topic that a lot of people are curious about, why your body still needs glucose even when you're in ketosis. Yep, that's right. Even if you're following a strict keto or carnivore diet, your body still needs a little glucose to function properly. But don't worry, it's not what you think, and it doesn't mean you need to eat carbs to stay healthy. Let's break down the science behind it.
So, when you're in ketosis, whether you're doing keto, carnivore, or fasting, your body shifts its primary fuel source from sugar, which is the breakdown product of carbohydrates, to ketones, which are derived from fat. In ketosis, ketones provide energy for most of your body's cells, especially your brain and muscles. Sounds awesome, right? But here's the catch. Your body can't entirely rely on ketones. There are certain cells in your body that can't use ketones for fuel at all. Let's talk about those. First, there are red blood cells. Red blood cells are super important because they transport oxygen around your body, but they can only run on glucose. Why? Well, red blood cells don't have mitochondria, which are the powerhouses of cells where fats and ketones are typically burned for energy. Since they're missing this machinery, red blood cells are completely dependent on glucose to function. Another group of cells that also need glucose is found in parts of your brain and kidneys. While most of your brain cells can thrive on ketones, there are specific neurons and parts of your kidneys that still require glucose to operate efficiently.
All right, so we've established that your body still needs some glucose. But here's the magic. Your body is capable of making its own glucose. You don't actually need to consume carbs to get glucose. This is where an incredible process called gluconeogenesis comes in. I know it sounds super technical, but it's really cool once you break it down.
Gluconeogenesis is basically a fancy word for creating new glucose. Your liver is like this amazing factory that can make glucose out of things that aren't carbohydrates. So when your body needs glucose, but you're not eating carbs, your liver steps up and makes it from non-carb sources like amino acids from protein and glycerol from fat. Think of it like your body being a bit of a MacGyver. It can take these other materials like protein and fat byproducts and turn them into the glucose needed for your red blood cells, your brain, and other cells that can't use ketones. Here's something that might surprise you. While your body does need some glucose, it doesn't need a huge amount when you're in ketosis. On a high-carb diet, most people might need 100 to 150 grams of glucose a day. But when you're fat-adapted and in ketosis, your body only needs around 20 to 50 grams of glucose per day. The best part? Your liver has no problem producing that amount through gluconeogenesis, so there's really no need to worry about not getting enough glucose, even if you're not eating any carbs. So if you ever hear someone say, you need to eat carbs for energy, now you know that's not exactly true. Your body is incredibly efficient at using fat and ketones for most of its energy needs, and for the small amount of glucose it still requires, your liver's got your back with gluconeogenesis. You might notice that when you first start keto or carnivore, you feel a little sluggish. That's normal. Your body is still adapting to burning fat instead of carbs. But once it gets used to this new fuel system, you'll be in ketosis, feeling energized, and your liver will keep supplying that bit of glucose where it's needed. To sum it all up, yes, your body still needs a small amount of glucose even while in ketosis, but thanks to gluconeogenesis, you don't need to worry about eating carbs to get it. Your body is designed to be flexible and can produce glucose from protein and fat sources. Isn't that incredible? So, if you're following a carnivore or keto lifestyle and loving the results, keep going strong. Your body's got the tools it needs to handle glucose production on its own. Just remember to give it time to adapt and stay hydrated, especially with electrolytes during that transition.
Thanks so much for tuning in today. If you found this helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button for more videos on keto, carnivore, and all things nutrition. Keep living your best low-carb life, and I'll see you next time.